All right, so scene is safe, BSI is donned. This is a situation where we have a patient with a scalp wound. So we have our gauze, apply direct pressure, have the patient or your partner either hold direct pressure while you get the bandage ready. So in this case, we have our bandage here. We're going to, again, this would be applied onto the patient with direct pressure. In this situation, my ghost provider would be holding this tight, but in this case, I will put it on right as we're about ready to bandage here. So we're going to fold the base part of the triangular bandage upward. We're going to come around. In this case, now we can apply this here. We're going to come around, apply it just above the eyebrows of the patient. We're going to wrap this around the patient. It's a little bit tricky with this patient because they're a little small. So I'm going to apply that. And now we're going to wrap this around, pull it tight through one time. Now we're coming back around in front. So again, it's important to ensure that you're not tying this too tight, but tight enough where you're getting the injury covered. So you're going to tuck this in, apply it, so that looks nice. We've applied it well. We've tied it up here well enough so that it's not going to slide up or down based off of the curve of the head. So now we've applied the dressing over the injury. We've applied the cravat. We tucked it in the front end of the head, and now we're going to just reassess the bandage and see how. Just check it for tightness. So we're going to kind of tuck it in, pull down on it a little bit, tuck everything back into itself, which will work that way. And so by doing so, we've created now a tight seal. We're going to make sure that the ears aren't covered for this patient to ensure that we can adequately assess the ears if need be. So now we've tucked everything in, we've got everything covered, making sure it's not covering the head. We're applying a good direct pressure to that wound on the top of the head, and things are looking good. We're going to reassess this patient every 5 minutes if they need major reassessments, or every 10 to 15 if they do not. And we'll go from there. So we have our bandaged patient. Pressure's been being applied through the bandage to the gauze to allow us to hopefully attenuate that bleeding in the scalp that the patient is experiencing.